Yoga Next Door is a home yoga studio in the woods of North Yarmouth, Maine. So you can take a peek at my beautiful environment here. Yoga Next Door started in my living room a couple years ago, and I've just been trying to share yoga with people. Due to COVID and sheltering in place and quarantining, I had to quickly problem solve and take my classes online. And being actually at home was super helpful in that, because I could Zoom right here from my house. And so I started live streaming my classes at the very end of March. We went from regular studio classes to online to outdoors as soon as we could. I am not a marketing expert. I am not a web designer. As of January, I didn't have any options for paying on my website. So in late January, I upgraded to the WordPress business plan and started adding the PayPal payment links, payment buttons to the rates and payment page of my website. And then all this happened. Little did I know, I was setting myself up that way to have a smoother transition as well, because students would Zoom into class, and when they ran out of passes on their class, I just emailed them with a link to the page on my website where they could buy another pass. I offered tech support calls to my students. I am a small studio and I manage everything myself. On one of my pages, on my online class page, every day after I teach a yoga class, I'll put a little blurb up, because that Zoom recording is available for 4 days. So if you missed your regular class, you can check out that page of the website, and I usually have 4 or 5 classes available. That flexibility in managing the site myself, and with things changing so quickly week to week, has been huge. It's really helped. Yeah, WordPress has been awesome. I did spend time on chat with people on the WordPress team and was able to relatively easily figure out how to move forward when I hit roadblocks in my process. I've been practicing yoga for over 20 years. I was really busy being a mom for about 10 years, but I kept coming back to the yoga mat, and I actually had a pretty serious injury at the end of my 3rd pregnancy, and yoga and any physical activity was quite challenging for me for quite a few years, but I just kept coming back to it. I became a vinyasa yoga teacher 2 years ago, just a little over 2 years ago now, and I wanted to start teaching immediately. So I started teaching in my living room to friends and neighbors, and then we moved out onto my porch and quickly filled that with yogis. And then last summer we extended this porch, so we now have a little yoga studio actually attached to our house. I think the biggest changes as a teacher, obviously you can't see your students, you can't adjust your students. So I'm really grateful or glad that I figured out the online piece so that I can keep bringing yoga to my students and new students through this medium until everybody feels safe and comfortable to come back into the yoga space. I'm somewhere I never imagined that I would be in 2020. I've figured out the video piece, I've figured out some great stuff with the website piece, and I'm just excited to be able to share my yoga teachings more broadly, and hopefully those people will come visit me for a retreat someday in the future.